Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Fernando Reis. I am the proud director of the Design and Technology Academy at Ed White. I am here tonight to talk to you about our wonderful program. We normally would have these live events all over the district and be able to see your smiling faces and interact with you in a more personal way. But with the current situation, we do the best we can. This is a live chat. Let me tell you how this is going to work today. I have a presentation prepared for you. It'll tell you all about our program. During that presentation, you can use your live chat to ask any questions that may come up. I have some wonderful data teachers and some fantastic student ambassadors posted on standby around the district in their homes and in their classrooms, and they will be answering your questions as they arrive. If it's a question that you have that is a benefit for everybody else in the group that they feel that will be needs to be answered to the group chat, then I will be fed those answers, and at the end I will answer all of your questions. At the end of the event, there will be an open question and answer session. I hope you enjoy tonight. I want to thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedules to join us. Bottom line is, we want what you want. We are looking for students who fit in with what we are doing here. So without further ado, let's get started with our presentation. I hope you enjoy the night.
You know, as amazing as it may seem,
It's already time for us to start thinking about the future that we're going to live in. The future not only in middle school, but in high school and in college beyond. One of the great things about being part of the NEISD family is that there is a lot of choice when it comes to deciding on your student's middle school experience. Now, the good news for you as parents is that you really can't make a bad choice. There are great traditional middle school programs all over the district, and there are great magnet choices all over the district. It's really about what's best for your student. I'm here to talk to you today about the Design and Technology Academy at Ed White. Now let's take a look at some of the things our sixth graders get to do when they come into our program here at the Design and Technology Academy. They get to work with a lot of graphics programs like Photoshop. This is them designing a book cover. You can see some of the 3D modeling that they're able to do, where they're able to imagine something in their mind and bring it to life inside the digital world. They can take those 3D models and do some awesome animation. These are some of the designs that our sixth graders have done. They also learn some fantastic video editing using very professional software where they're able to insert themselves and their animations into a movie. They do a lot of motion graphics and animation as well. This is one of their favorite vector graphics program where they're designing their own emoji. They can also design and play their own video games. And then they can take their designs and make their own 3D animations. We also have our own newly designed and completed studio here on campus. Those are just some of the things that we get to do here at the Design and Technology Academy at Ed White. Now let's talk about what data is. We are a magnet program that focuses on coding, modeling, and visualization. We'll talk more about what those are in just a minute. Students can earn at least 5.5 high school credits while they are with us, and they can earn up to 7.5, even 8.5 high school credits before they leave us. This means that they will enter high school with more high school credits than about 90% of all students in NEISD. We also align directly with the Design and Technology Academy at Roosevelt High School. What that means is once students matriculate and through and complete our program here, they don't have to reapply to get into the Data High School. They get automatic admission. Doesn't mean they have to go to Data High School, but if they choose to do so, and most of our students do choose to do so because they find their passion while they're with us, they can do so without having to go through the stress of another lottery. Now, people ask me all the time, what makes us different? What is different about the Design and Technology Academy? And I think that's summed up in our vision statement. We are inspiring tomorrow's innovators today in a service-oriented community that promotes communication, critical thinking, and creativity in a collaborative environment. Those 4 C's are pervasive in everything that we do. Those 4 C's are the things that make students in high school and college successful and lead to successful careers. These are the things that employers are looking for in their applicants. People who are able to communicate effectively, who think critically about the world around them, who are very creative, and who are able to collaborate with people to accomplish a goal. Now, why would you want to come to a technology academy? Well, here's some Texas facts about that. There are tens of thousands of computing jobs that go unfilled in Texas every year. Great companies, USAA, Rackspace, Geekdom, all of these companies out there cannot find enough people with the skills that they need in computing jobs to be able to fill them. So they send their recruiters all over the nation, Colorado, New York, New Mexico, California, to recruit people to come take these jobs. Now, the average salary here in San Antonio is about $49,000 a year, which isn't too bad. But when you think about the average salary in these computer industry jobs here in San Antonio, it's almost double that, at about $81,000 a year. Now, what is coding, modeling, and visualization? Coding is that language that we use to make computers do what we want them to do. When you're in the Design and Technology Academy, you will learn several coding languages and processes. Modeling is when we create digital versions of real-world or original design objects. So we're able to model the world and our imagination inside of the computer. And visualization is when we take what we see in our mind and we're able to design all matter of multimedia. It could be for print, for use on the web, for video distribution. And when we focus on these three things, coding, modeling, and visualization, in our tech content, our students are able to do some pretty amazing things. So they learn how to design and edit their own movies, their own web pages. In fact, we have a student who is now a sophomore in high school who finished our program here at Ed White, at Data at Ed White, and then started an online web design business where she gets companies to pay her to make simple or complex web pages depending on their need. She's using that money to save for college, and she's been very successful at it already. The students design and play their own video games. They work with a wide variety of computer programs. They do 3D prints and animation. They even learn how to develop their own mobile smartphone applications that actually run on their own phones. Students who come to us love technology, and we are loaded with technology at the Design and Technology Academy. In fact, we have more technology per student than any school or program in the district. Most elementary and middle schools have 1 or 2 computer labs for the use of all of their students. We have 6 computer labs, including a Mac lab available for our students' use. And our students get to go to those computer labs at least twice a day, every day that they're with us in the program. We have Chromebooks and iPads in every classroom. We have Android tablets for them to develop and test their own apps. We have 3D printers at every grade level. We have these fantastic high-definition interactive screens in all of our classes, big 75-inch interactive screens that teachers can project onto and students can log into from their desks. We've even added our own green screen broadcast studio that I've mentioned earlier. We also have developed our own escape room. We really like to look for innovative and new and challenging ways for our students to learn. So thanks to the generosity of our parents, who through the Big Give donated about $5,000 to our program to build this escape room, we have developed a true escape room where students go, look for clues in a given content area, and then solve those clues based on the TEKS and what they're supposed to learn. It is a great, fun, and interactive way for our students to learn math and English and science and social studies. And all of our grade levels have access to that escape room. Here's some pictures of our brand new state-of-the-art broadcast studio. It is a fantastic place to learn and be. In fact, I am broadcasting to you
from our studio here at Data Ed White. But to me, that's not the best part of who we are as a program. To me, the best part of who we are is that we work together as a family. We take all of our core classes and elective classes together. Any ISD has fantastic middle schools. They're also huge places. The average middle school in Northeast takes between 400 and 600 sixth graders into their program every year. Students think that they want to go to their home middle school so that they can be with their friends from elementary. But the reality is, because these schools are so big and they're taking kids from every feeder campus that they sit with, they will be lucky to have 1 or 2 classes with 1 or 2 of their students from their elementary. And we all know that middle school is a time for students to form new connections and make new friends. We only take between 130 and 150 kids into our 6th grade program every year. Because they take all of their core and elective classes, tech elective classes together, they really get to know each other really well. And because we only take between 130 and 150 kids, our class sizes in those core classes and tech electives are fantastic. Our average class size is about 20 to 1. A data class will never be bigger than 25. Some of our classes have 10 to 17 students in them. So it's really a great learning environment. The other fantastic thing about our program is that you don't give anything up that you would get at a comprehensive middle school. Anything that you would want to do at a comprehensive middle school, orchestra, athletics, art, band, choir, theater arts, all of the other electives that you might want to take are available here, and students are able to take that elective along with their data, tech, and core classes. Some of the benefits of joining data: all of our core classes are taught at the honors level, so we take very strong academic students who come to us from 5th grade. We put them together with all of these other really gifted students, and we're able to accelerate their learning much quicker because they're in a class where students want to be challenged together. They automatically gain admission to Roosevelt High School, to the data program at Roosevelt High School, if that's where they choose to go. Mom and Dad, you don't even have to worry about transportation from your home campus area to Data at Ed White, because the district provides shuttle buses that leave from every home middle school. We'll pick up your students there at the home middle school, transport them over to Data Ed White at the beginning of the school day, and then bring them back to their home campus at the end of the school day. Adult supervision at each middle school begins at 7 a.m. We also have developed curriculum in line with some industry partners. We work closely with Rackspace, Geekbus, St. Philip's, and others to write lesson plans that we know will prepare our students for career and college and beyond. Quick story, we have mentors that come in from industry, excuse me, and they work with our students on the things that they're doing in classes. I had in my computer science, in one of my computer science classes, my teacher had one of the mentors there, and the mentor pulled me aside and just was so amazed at what our students were doing. He told me that the things that our students are doing now as middle schoolers, he wasn't exposed to or learned until he got to college. So we really are preparing students for career and college and beyond. One more side story. I had ran into a student's mom when I was downtown one day, who saw my NEISD tag and asked me where I worked. When I told her that I was at the Design and Technology Academy, she said her student had graduated from Data High School, and because of the skills that he learned at the high school, he was offered a job fresh out of high school with one of our local tech companies. They gave him a very nice salary, about $60,000 a year, for him to work there part-time and go to school part-time while he was gaining this salary. And it was based on the industry certifications that he achieved while he was at the high school. So we're really getting them ready for success, not just in school, but in the real world. We also want to make sure that our students are learning in ways that are enjoyable and fun. So up on the upper left-hand corner, that's one of our students on a virtual field trip using some three-dimensional 360 programs to look around and take his 3D field trip. Students are taking apart that computer to learn how they really work and how they are put together. You can see one of our interactive boards right there in the center on the bottom. Yes, students are really writing on those desks to learn the parts of a cell. They're interacting together on a story on the bottom there, using their Chromebooks to collaboratively work through a storyboard. The one on the top is one of my favorites. They're actually in a science class there, and they're measuring speed by measuring how fast they would have to run away if they became zombies. And so you can see them doing their zombie walk up on top. The bottom line is we want kids not only to be successful academically, but we want them to still be kids. So there's lots of opportunities for kids to connect with each other, to have fun with each other, to really get the full middle school experience while they're with us here in the Design and Technology Academy. So in order to qualify for the Design and Technology Academy, you had to have passed all of your previous STAR test. You have to maintain an academic average of at least 85 in your core classes. That does not mean you have to have an 85 in every class. It means when I average together your math, your science, your social studies, and your language arts, the average of those 4 classes has to be at least an 85. We need students who are also going to follow the student code of conduct. We do so many fantastic things in class that I want to make sure that students are spending time in class and not in my office. And so excellent behavior and attendance is required. It doesn't mean perfect behavior and attendance. So if your student bit their neighbor in kindergarten, I'm not going to hold it against them, but we got to make sure that we have students who are going to be able to live up to the data standard. Now, to apply to our program, go to the NEISD webpage, click on Schools on the top of the page, then come down and click on Middle or Magnet. You will scroll down until you find the Design and Technology Academy at white. Then go to the Application Process button at the top and submit the online application form. Answer simple questions, and you will be registered for the lottery. You can register. It is a common application. You can register for one or all of the middle school magnet programs. You'll fill out all of the demographic information, and then you'll be good to go. Now, you've heard a lot from me. Oh, before I move on to that, parents, I know academics are super important to you. I am very proud of the academic achievement of our students here at the Design and Technology Academy. The STAR scores are not the be-all, end-all of academic achievement. They're just a snapshot in time of where students perform. But recognizing that, what our public sees are those scores. And so I want to share with you our STAR scores from the last time that we were able to take the STAR. So in 6th grade, 99% of our students passed the reading and 100% passed the math. And our commended performance was at 53 and 43% in both those subject areas. For our 7th grade, 100% in reading, 98% in math, 98% in writing, with 68% hitting our top level scores, 36 in math and 37 in writing. And then our 8th grade, 100% in reading, 99% in algebra, 96% in social studies, and 99% in science. And there's our commended scores. Now you'll say, okay, that's fine and dandy, Mr. Reese, but how do they compare to everybody else? Well, I'd like to show you how we compare to students across Texas, across any ISD, and for our program. So for overall, for all tests in Texas, 75% of our students hit approaches or better in Texas. 48% hit meets grade level or better, and 23% hit the master's level or better on all scores. Any ISD did better than the state. We always do. We have a fantastic district. We were at an 81% approaches, 56% meets, and 29% masters. Here's how we did in data. At data, we were at a 99% approaches, an 80% meets, and a 49% masters. I would put our students up against any program or school in the state, not just here in any ISD. We do fantastic in preparing students to meet the academic rigor required by the TEKS and by the state. In fact, we exceed those expectations every year. So you've heard a lot from me. Let's hear from some of our students.
I love it here because of the great teachers and their ability to get through to you and help you understand.
I'm a very tech-oriented person, and every single school I've been to, there aren't many tech-oriented classes. But here at Data, even the core classes are tech-oriented, and that just fits me.
I like the data program because it challenges me to become a better person and it helps motivate me to keep trying.
I came here because I liked programming, and I liked the programming course, but I found that I liked the 2D and 3D design more than I anticipated.
When it's been challenging for me, I still learn.
I really like how we draw on the computer and then we animate our work.
Data is mostly known for its technology, but the athletics program is very nice as well. The coaches here are very nice and they know exactly what you need to be successful.
The thing I like most about Data is how I got to meet new people and how we all share the same interests.
At Data, I've learned a lot of valuable skills that have been increasingly more valuable in the workplace, like coding and web design.
I love Data because of the people and the environment. Data is a community and I've met some of the greatest people yet.
One of the other things that we do offer the KINS After School program. When you join here at Ed White, it may cost you a little bit less than your home campus. And one of the other ways that the district supports the magnet programs is that if you enroll at KINS here at Data Ed White, you can take advantage of the fact that you can attend at either here or your home campus location. Why would that be an advantage? Well, we want kids to be involved. So let's say on Tuesdays and Thursdays, your student has chess club and coder club after school. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they just return home. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they could board the shuttle bus, get off at their home campus, and attend KINS at their home campus. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, they can stay after school here, attend their coding club and their chess club, get out of coding and chess club, and then go to KINS here at Ed White until you can pick them up. Great benefit of being part of the program. We do have a dress code. Here at Ed White, the dress code for sixth graders is a blue collared shirt with blue jean or khaki, shorts, skirts, or pants. But our data students can wear a data t-shirt like you see in the picture every day. They're all colors. We sell them here at Data Ed White, and they can wear them every day if that's what they'd like. So our next recruiting event is December 9th. If you have more questions or want to see the presentation again, we can do that then. So remember, last year we accepted 150 students out of over 600 applications. We had almost 700. We review STAR scores because we won't have fifth grade scores. We will continue to accept students from the waiting list until every slot is filled in our program. We do have an open house coming up on January 14th, depending on the conditions in the city and in the district. Please continue to check our website for updates on that, but right now it's scheduled for January 14th, beginning at 5:30. Application deadline is February the 12th, and notifications will be sent out on February the 19th. If you're undecided, we do have some opportunities for shadowing that are being planned out. We may have to do those virtually. Keep checking our webpage. We are trying to put together a virtual shadowing event right now. It's almost finished and ready to go up so that you can see the campus and see some of our classrooms and where we're located. Get to know more about us. And now we will answer your questions.
Well, that's just scratching the surface of our program. We tried to cover as much information as we possibly could during that time. I know that you probably have lots of questions to ask. Couple of things that you should know. Once again, I want to reiterate, you can apply at any time. This is what I tell parents all the time. If you're kind of on the fence, put your application in. You can always turn down the spot. What I have found is for some of our parents, they will give me a call after the lottery date. You can apply anytime during the school year, and you will be added to the wait list, but you will be at the bottom of the wait list. A lot of the questions that I get are about how the lottery works. I'm going to talk about that for a minute. We do have what we call a modified lottery system. And so our lottery, during the first round of lottery, on the lottery date, applications close February the 12th, and we hold the lottery during the following week and notify on the next Friday. But what we do is when you apply, your student is assigned a random number by the system. Then we organize students by home middle school campus. We take great pride in the fact that our population is reflective of the diversity that we have in the district. And so during the first round, we organize kids by home middle school campus. So we take all the kids who applied from Bradley or from Jackson or from any of our other middle schools. We put them on a list. And then we take that random number and we put them in a specific order from top down. Those kids, based on the number of seats that we have, the kids that were on the list, let's say that I had about 10 seats for each middle school campus, those first 10 kids will get a lottery notification. The kids who didn't get in on that first round will go on to a separate list. Parents have about a week to tell us whether or not they are accepting their lottery slot. After that acceptance, then I will go in and fill in the empty seats that I have. So I'll take that second list of students, re-randomize those lists based on that number, and then that'll be your place on the wait list. And that's how we will continue to go down our list until we have filled every slot. Yes, we accept kids who are doing school online. About 50% of the population in any ISD is in an online program right now, whether they're at their home campus or in another spot. So we do accept kids who are online. We do hyper-accelerated math, as well as honors math and GT. We have a full GT program. We have we have more students in both GT and hyper-accelerated as a percentage of our population than most of the campuses out there. Our comprehensive traditional middle school programs have between 3 and 5% of their students who are either in GT or hyper-accelerated math, GT English or reading, or hyper-accelerated math. Our numbers are really out of proportion to those comprehensive high schools. So this year, our GT population makes up about 35% of our total student population. And the same goes for our hyper-accelerated math program. Question about uniforms. We do have a uniform, as we stated in the video. The traditional Ed White uniform for 6th grade is a blue collared polo shirt with khaki or blue jeans, short skirts or pants. Data students don't have to wear that traditional uniform. In fact, most of them don't. They wear a data t-shirt that we have here, that we sell here in the office. We have lots of different color choices for those, and kids, most parents buy 5 different colors, and that takes care of their week. We do have, dress down days or free dress days during the regular school year pretty often. We also do, celebration days. We have a spirit dress on Friday where kids are able to wear a shirt from their club or organization. They have a chess club shirt or a band shirt or an athletic shirt, and they're able to wear those. You do not test again for GT if you're already in GT. That was one of the questions that came in. You are able to stay in the program. They also test most of the 5th graders before they leave elementary to make sure that list is up to date and comprehensive. We use the district list to assign our kids to GT sections. Yes, students can make their own clubs. We want student interest to drive the clubs that we have. What they have to do is find some friends that want to join the club with them, and then ask teachers to sponsor the event. And then that's how we've developed like our comic book club and one of our coding clubs. So we want student interest to drive what we have. Let me see the next question coming in. Students attend data classes all day, every day of the week. This is not like a GT program where once or twice a week they're picked up by a bus and taken to another place where they do their GT classes. We are a comprehensive middle school program. So students report to us every day. They're enrolled here at Data Ed White as students. And they attend all day, every day, and then and it's, once you apply and get in, you don't have to renew your application each year. That's always a question that comes in too. Once you're accepted into the program, you stay in the program until you're either withdrawn from the program by a parent, or there is some kind of disciplinary or academic reason for them to leave the program. We have lots of different clubs. Some of them are, we have a Coder Pals club. Those kids teach elementary students how to code. We have a great Cyber Patriots team. That's our cybersecurity team, who in the past have won the Mayor's. The team that won the Mayor's Cup were the best middle school cybersecurity program in the district, or in the city. They were the 5th best in the state and the 60th best out of 5,000 teams in the nation. So we take great pride in that. We have a 3D printing club. We have a national, of course, we have National Junior Honor Society and Unity Club. UIL academic competitions. Our students are heavy into the UIL academic competition. Fine arts, athletics, robotics, chess club, debate club. We want kids, as was said in the presentation, we want kids to get the full middle school experience. We don't want you to miss out on anything while you're with us at Data. So there's lots of opportunities for our students to get involved. This particular, as our other evening events, this particular presentation will be recorded and posted on our YouTube site. Our 3D tour, we've put together a 3D tour of our campus so that you can see what it's like to be here, and it will be posted very soon. Our 360 video tour is what it will be called, and you will find that also on our YouTube page. If you load it on your phone and you turn the phone back and forth, you'll get a full 360 view of our classrooms and our school. Let's see if there's any more questions coming in.
Not just a second. We just posted to see if there are any more.
I think there's one more. There's another one coming in. Our application is posted on the website. Also, at the end of this presentation, there will be a QR code that appears on your screen as soon as I stop talking and we close down. You can use that QR code. You can go to the NEISD web page and apply through there. Go to neisd.net. Scroll down until you see a big round button in the middle of 2 other buttons that says 11 magnet programs and 2 magnet schools. If you click on that, it'll take you to the CTE webpage, and you will see the application there. Buses pick up at every home middle school campus and bring them here, and then at the end of the day, they take them back to your home middle school campus at the end of the day. Parents' responsibility is to pick them, make sure they get to the home middle school campus, and then arrange for pickup at the end of the day. Looks like that may be it on our questions. Oh, there's another one coming in. The question was, do we learn all subjects? Of course you do. We have our very own, I have 18 teachers on staff, 6 per grade level. Every grade level has 2 technology teachers, plus a math, a science, a social studies, and a language arts teacher. All of our kids take all of those classes together as a cohort, so those are pure data classes. There's another one coming in right now.
Rising 8th graders apply.
Yes, rising 8th graders can apply. Here's what I want you to do. If you're a 7th grader right now, or a 6th grader, after you put your application in, I want you to call us at the data office at 210-356-5981 to inquire as to whether there may be openings after the new year. We have a few kids that are moving out of the district, and I may have some openings. So, all of that will depend on qualifications and the time that your application came in, but never hurts to ask. So 210-356-5981 is our data office phone number. The pants for the uniform are jeans, navy or khaki bottoms. It can be short skirt or pants. Let's see if any other questions come in. These are great questions, by the way. I think that's it for our questions. I want to say thank you very much for your time tonight. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy evenings to get to know our program a little bit. We have a great, very unique program here. We really are a data family, and we hope that you consider joining us for next year. If you have any questions or want to comment on anything, feel free to email or phone me at the office. My email is F as in Frank, RUIZ@neisd.net. Excuse me. And my office phone number is 210-356-5981. One more question came in. One more was about PE. Yes, you take PE and you have room for one more elective. That's where you take your band or your choir or your art or any other elective that's offered at our campus. Thank you very much. You have a good night. I look forward to seeing your applications. Don't wait, get it in, because you won't be part of the lottery if you don't put your name in. We look forward to seeing you, and thank you once again for joining us, and thanks for choosing to spend some time with the Design and Technology Academy.